Welcome back! It's finally stopped raining in Manchester, so I'm taking advantage of the weather because it's a new episode and a new background. In this episode, we're going to look at something that is potentially life-changing. Every morning, there is a blessing that we say where we thank God, who is the source of all blessing, for not making us a slave. Whoa! When was the last time you were mindful of the fact that you're not a slave? Spoiler alert, I bet it's never. But when we thank God that we are free, we are recognizing that with freedom, it's a responsibility, it's a privilege to be able to serve God, to fulfill the mitzvah, to fulfill our potential. And it's not just that we are free in body from being slaves, but there are so many things that can trap us. We are free in body and we are free in our mind too, because we have the freedom to make the right choices. Viktor Frankl, in his famous book Man's Search for Meaning, was a psychologist who went through the Holocaust, and he said that a man always has freedom, right? No one can take away someone else's freedom, the ability to choose what we are going to do. Let me tell you an incredible story. The Klausenberger Rebbe was a rabbi who went through the Holocaust, and his faith and his character, there are so many stories that I could share with you about him, but I'm going to share with you one. It was Simchat Torah, the day where we celebrate the end, completing learning the Torah. And he was in the concentration camps. So what could he do? But he made a commitment. He said, I am not going to work. And the Nazis, of course, they insisted that he worked, but he refused. And they beat him. And they left him. And the rest of the people in his bunk, they went off to work, and they had the most horrendous day because they thought they would come back and they would see their beloved rabbi unfortunately had passed away because the Nazis had beaten him so badly. And they came back at the end of the day and they see the Klausenberger Rebbe. He had been beaten up. He was bloodied, but he was holding on to the bed, and he was slowly dancing and slowly singing, because the Nazis, they could beat him, but they couldn't take away his humanity, his freedom to choose, to celebrate the gift of being a Jew, the gift of having the Torah, the gift of serving God. So every morning we have an opportunity when we articulate our gratitude that we are free. We can take a moment and be mindful of the fact that not only are we not slaves, but we are free in mind. We are free to choose to do the right thing. We are free to choose to bring good in the world. We are free to break through those things that are holding us back and fulfill our potential and connect to the divine. Thank you for listening. Have a great free day to make amazing choices. Thank you.